Let me ask you something shocking. What if I told you that you could eat 100 grams of protein a day, hit the gym 7 times a week, and still lose muscle as you age? That no matter how hard you work, your strength is quietly slipping away. Not because you're lazy or undisciplined, but because you're missing one overlooked nutrient. And no, it's not protein. It's not fancy supplements either. The real secret? Collagen. But here's the twist. Even if you're taking collagen powders or drinking bone broth like everyone on the internet recommends, you could still be sabotaging your muscles. Why? Because most collagen products don't contain the right type of collagen, the kind that actually rebuilds aging muscle fibers. Today, I'm revealing the truth about collagen, the 2 powerhouse sources most people completely overlook, and the 3 everyday foods that secretly destroy collagen's benefits. Stick around, because the last food on the list is probably sitting in your fridge right now. We've all heard it before. Eat more protein. Hit the gym. Lift weights. That's how you stay strong. And that's perfectly fine advice if you're in your 20s or 30s. But once you cross into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, the rules of the game change. Here's why. Yes, protein is important. It helps your muscles grow. It fuels recovery. It gives your body the raw materials it needs. But protein is only half the story. What most experts fail to tell you is this. After 60, collagen matters just as much, if not more. See, aging doesn't just shrink your muscles. It also weakens the very framework that holds those muscles together, your connective tissue. This includes tendons, ligaments, and the fine mesh of collagen fibers that keep your muscles strong, elastic, and resilient. Without enough collagen, your body struggles to knit new muscle fibers together. You can eat all the steak, eggs, and protein powder you want, but without collagen, your body can't bind that protein into a solid, functioning muscle. Think of it this way. Protein is like bricks for a building. You can stack up as many bricks as you like, but without scaffolding, the whole structure collapses. Collagen is that scaffolding, the hidden framework that gives muscles their strength and form. This is why so many seniors end up frustrated. They'll say, "I'm eating more protein than ever. I'm working out, but I still feel weaker." It's not because they're doing something wrong. It's because they're missing the crucial piece of the puzzle, collagen. And here's the other part people don't realize. Collagen doesn't just affect your muscles. It cushions your tendons and ligaments, the connective tissue that makes every movement possible. Without it, even simple exercises can start to feel painful. That nagging knee ache when you stand up, the stiffness in your shoulders, often that's not muscle weakness alone. That's your collagen levels running low. So when seniors lose muscle, it's rarely just about protein intake. It's about collagen quietly slipping out of the equation. And once collagen drops, everything else, strength, balance, mobility, even independence, begins to unravel. Now, you might be thinking, no problem, I'll just grab a collagen supplement from the store. Here's the shocking truth. Most collagen supplements don't work the way you think they do. Many powders are stripped of gelatin, which is essential for binding collagen fibers in your body. Others only give you trace amounts, far below the 15 grams a day that seniors actually need to maintain muscle. And here's the kicker. Some of them don't even survive the digestive process. Your stomach acid breaks them down long before they can help your muscles. And don't get me started on beef bone broth. Yes, it has collagen, but one bowl only gives you about 2 to 3 grams. You'd have to drink 6 to 7 bowls a day to hit your target. Not only is that unrealistic, it's also not great for digestion. So what does work? That's where 2 forgotten liquid sources come in. One comes from the sea, the other comes from the farmyard. And together, they're a powerhouse team. First up, fish skin broth. This golden liquid isn't just a folk remedy. It's a clinical powerhouse. 1 cup contains 12 to 15 grams of collagen, nearly double what bone broth offers. Why it works so well? The collagen is marine-based, which your body absorbs 1.5 times faster than land animal collagen. That means quicker repair of aging muscle tissue. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which calm inflammation in the muscles, helping them recover after even light activity. Selenium in the broth acts like a shield, protecting muscle cells from oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of age-related muscle breakdown. Don't just take my word for it. A 6-month Japanese study followed 120 seniors with sarcopenia, the medical term for muscle loss. Those who drank fish skin broth daily gained an average of 3.2 pounds of muscle mass, compared to less than a pound in the control group. Researchers called it a natural muscle preservation therapy. And here's a historical twist. Chinese medicine has used fish skin broth for over 2,000 years to treat what they called muscle withering disease. Modern science has finally caught up with that ancient wisdom. Practical tip: making fish skin broth is simple. Take the skins from salmon or cod, simmer them for 2 to 3 hours with ginger and sea salt, and you'll have a collagen-rich broth that gels when cooled. Add it to scrambled eggs, sip it as a warm drink, or use it as a base for soup. But while fish skin broth is powerful, it's only half of the story. To truly maximize results, you need to pair it with another source that works like its perfect partner. Here's where things get interesting: chicken feet broth. It might sound unappealing, but nutritionally, it's a superstar. 1 cup packs 15 to 18 grams of collagen, the highest concentration of any natural source. What makes it unique? It contains both type I and type 2 collagen. Type 1 rebuilds muscle fibers, while type 2 cushions joints and cartilage. For seniors, this means stronger muscles and less joint pain. It's loaded with glucosamine and chondroitin, the same compounds found in pricey joint supplements. They reduce muscle soreness and help with recovery after activity. A South Korean study on 85 seniors found that those who drank chicken feet broth 3 times a week improved their leg strength by 28% and cut soreness nearly in half. Again, traditional medicine was way ahead of the curve. For thousands of years, healers recommended chicken feet soups for bone and joint health. Practical tip: simmer cleaned chicken feet for 4 to 6 hours with onions and herbs. The broth should be thick and gelatinous when cooled. Drink a mug before dinner. Use it as a base for vegetable soup, or whisk in an egg for a protein-rich custard. Here's the secret sauce. When you combine fish skin broth with chicken feet broth, you get both marine and land-based collagen. One is fast-absorbing, the other long-lasting. Together, they rebuild and protect your muscles better than any supplement on the shelf. But even with these two powerful foods, there's a catch. Pair them with the wrong foods, and you'll undo all their benefits. Or worse, create toxic compounds in your body. Now, before we wrap up, I need to give you a warning, because this is where most seniors unknowingly sabotage their progress. You can sip the best collagen broths in the world. You can follow every step we've covered so far. But if you're pairing those broths with the wrong foods, you might be undoing all your hard work. In fact, some food combinations don't just cancel out collagen's benefits. They actually create toxic compounds inside your body that accelerate muscle breakdown. And sadly, most of these foods are things seniors eat every single week. Let's go through the top 3. Prohibited food number 1, white rice. It looks harmless. Soft, filling, comforting, a bowl of white rice has been on dinner tables for generations. But here's the shocking truth. White rice has a glycemic index of 73. That's higher than pure table sugar. When you eat it with collagen-rich broth, it causes a blood sugar spike so sharp that it actually blocks your muscles from absorbing the collagen proteins. Instead of repairing your muscle fibers, your body ends up in damage control mode, trying to manage the sugar overload. A 2019 study followed 200 seniors with muscle loss. Those who combined high glycemic foods like rice with collagen-rich meals had 40% less muscle growth than those who avoided the combo. That's almost cutting your results in half. And it gets worse. When the minerals in collagen broths meet the starches in white rice, they form something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These toxic compounds don't just block muscle repair. They actively inflame and damage your muscle tissue, almost like rust corroding metal. So if you've been pairing your broth with a bowl of rice, thinking it's healthy and filling, you could actually be poisoning the very muscles you're trying to protect. Better option: switch to quinoa, which has a much lower glycemic impact, or roasted sweet potatoes, which provide slow-burning carbs and even extra nutrients like potassium for muscle recovery. This one might sting a little, because a glass of wine with dinner or a nightcap before bed is a ritual for many people. Alcohol is one of collagen's worst enemies. Even a single glass of wine can slash your muscle protein synthesis by 37%. That means over a third of your muscle repair potential is instantly gone. Why? Because alcohol disrupts the mTOR signaling pathway, the very process your muscles use to grow stronger after a meal. And here's the part almost nobody talks about. When alcohol meets the amino acids in collagen, your body produces aldehydes, highly toxic compounds that literally poison your muscle cells from the inside out. Instead of building muscle, you're breaking it down faster. To make matters worse, alcohol before bed wrecks your sleep cycles. And deep sleep is when the majority of muscle repair takes place. So not only are you blocking collagen's effects, you're robbing your body of its natural recovery window. If you're serious about muscle health, keep alcohol away for at least 24 hours after a collagen-rich meal. Your muscles need clean conditions to heal and grow, and alcohol is anything but clean. Finally, we come to a classic breakfast favorite, bacon. It seems like the perfect partner to a warm bowl of broth. Smoky, crispy, savory, but beneath that flavor is a chemical cocktail that wreaks havoc on your body. Each strip of bacon is packed with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. On its own, that's already bad for your heart and blood pressure. But when combined with collagen-rich broths, something even more sinister happens. Your body forms nitrosamines. Nitrosamines are compounds linked to muscle degeneration, joint pain, and even higher cancer risk. Instead of healing your muscles, bacon actively blocks amino acid absorption and adds layers of inflammation on top. A 2020 Harvard study tracked 180 seniors with sarcopenia. Those who combined processed meats like bacon with their protein meals had 45% higher inflammatory markers and 30% less muscle growth compared to those who ate clean proteins. In other words, that crispy strip of bacon might be robbing you of the strength you worked so hard to build. Swap bacon for clean proteins like grilled chicken, turkey slices, or even a piece of seasoned fish. Add some herbs for flavor, and you'll get all the taste without sabotaging your collagen. So, let me ask you this. Have you been pairing your collagen-rich broths with any of these foods? White rice, alcohol, or bacon? If so, don't beat yourself up. Most seniors simply don't know this information until now. But the good news is, with a few small swaps, you can unleash the full power of collagen and finally start seeing results. So let's recap. Protein matters, yes, but after 60, collagen is the real key to muscle strength and independence. Fish skin broth and chicken feet broth are your ultimate allies. But their benefits vanish if you sabotage them with white rice, alcohol, or bacon. The choice is in your hands. With just a few simple swaps, you can reclaim strength, protect your joints, and keep your independence for years to come. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these food mistakes have you been making without realizing it? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And don't go anywhere. In tomorrow's video, I'm revealing a 30-second nightly leg massage that boosts strength while you sleep. It's an ancient technique with modern science behind it. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. So hit subscribe, tap the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.